So I don't know about y'all, but while I see everyone around me online and in my family having kids, I've never had a girlfriend in my 30 years of life. Well, I don't know if this would count, but in the third grade, I had like three girls that was talking to me all at once. And when we would go on recess, there was a baseball field surrounded by an asphalt track. There was a dugout buildings and they coerced me to go behind them from the eyes of the teachers so, nobody get caught. And, I would just be kind of back there talking to them, and then they wanted to kiss. Well, I kissed one of the girls, the other two were still there, and I believe it was on the cheek. I don't think there was any lip action. But, after that, I kind of felt like, I felt like a player or something. But a few weeks go by, and one of them just said they're breaking up with me. And none of us never talked outside of school. There wasn't cell phones in those days. So to call, you had to use a home phone, a landline. Then, like 2 days later, the other girl said that she has a new boyfriend. So I was like, okay, that's fine. But the next day, the other girl said the same thing. Like, what did I do? Looking back, it felt like I was being manipulated. But it was the third grade, so I didn't think too deep about it. But I would say it was the first interaction I had with girls. So a few years go by. I haven't really had any girls talking to me or show interest. I was just in my own little world of playing during recess. I was a bad, ornery little kid. Up until the 5th grade. Then I started getting real self-conscious. Because others would be calling me fat and just saying shit of what I was wearing. And so it got to a point I was wearing a winter coat in the heat of summer down on the baseball field that we used to play kickball majority of the times. I remember sweating my ass off and being miserable, but I still wouldn't take it off. One tall girl seemed to talk to me, show a little bit of interest, but like every time I felt like I was starting to maybe catch some feelings, they would pretty much just ghost me and not talk to me anymore. Like, what the heck? I don't feel like I'm being mean or anything like that. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. So for the most part, I just stay to myself. I got a nickname called Franklin, like the turtle, because I would wear a turtleneck jacket and only show half of my face, kind of like Pain from Naruto. And that was before I even knew about anime. And I was being made fun of and never really was part of any popular crowd, but didn't think I was ugly. I was considered one of the strong guys in school, but being strong doesn't do anything for relations. I go to middle school, and I gained some weight, and I thought, maybe if I did football, I could lose some weight, maybe get some attention from people, and hopefully find a girlfriend. So I started losing a little bit of weight. I go through the whole season, and people really still didn't acknowledge me. I got so mad one time, my brother wanted to go to a Halloween dance at the school's gym. And I had a Scream outfit, and I had like those little, like a heart pump. It was a pump that was shaped in a heart, and you just squeeze it and it would like fill the mask with like fake blood. And I remember we were just standing there. I would see everybody else, like, hanging out with their friends, talking to girlfriends, just having a good time. While me and my brother just looked like idiots, just lollygagging around, like, just standing there waiting for any interaction whatsoever. And even another dance that was at, that really kind of showed that, like, yeah, I might be ugly or something, because, like, this just don't make no sense. Because I'm, like, literally sitting in, this was a regular dance, and I started, my cousin was there, and she had her friends, and so she asked me to hold on to hers and her friend's stuff so they can go and dance. And like I accepted it and helped them out with that. And so I just took their stuff and just leaned and sat by a wall pretty much by myself. And it's just like, it's like the more I think about it, it's like the more I kind of get pissed about it, because it's like I don't understand, like how are y'all getting girlfriends and friends so easily? Like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. I'm not, like, I was an honorary kid, but that was mostly to, like, the teachers and the, you know, I guess power figures. But, I mean, more years go by, and I lost a lot of weight in 11th grade. People started to acknowledge me, saying I looked good, and, like, you know, asking what I've been doing. But I still never really got anybody to show interest in the, like, you know, into what I was doing, or, like, you know, just trying to start up something. I mostly just eat alone during lunch majority of the time. Even one of my friends I had that would sit with me got a girlfriend and just ghosted me for her. I'm pretty sure some of y'all might know how that is. And right out of high school, I had gained some of the weight back. Like, probably like 15 or 20 pounds. But during school, I was like still going to the gym and still eating right. But I was also on a thyroid medication, so that was really helping me, because I had struggles with losing weight for a long time. And so, like, you know, I pretty much just slowly it was, you know, starting to creep back up. And, you know, there was a fair that's literally just right up the road from the school, from the high school. And so I decided, like, you know, well, me and my family are gonna go and have a good time. You know, and just walking around because I had like a track around it too. It was a small type of fair, but, like, you know, you still see people that you've seen in school. And, well, I was kind of wondering if I would, and sure enough I did. And there was girls that kind of showed, like, you know, kind of not really show interest, but, like, they would look at me or, like, stare at me while I wasn't looking. It's kind of like you can tell when somebody's looking at you. And they're, like, them seeing me again, I guess with a little bit of weight back, and it's like they just ignored me completely. And even some of the guys that we was like waiting in the same line for a ride that we were going to get on, and they just started like making fun of me and like laughing at me, like in front of their girlfriends. And it's like I can't leave, like, you know, I can't just walk out of here because I don't have I rode with my mom and my stepdad. So it's like, after that, I was like, yeah, I don't even try to talk to anyone. I'm mostly antisocial now, because I feel like there's really no point, because I'm not going to be playing mind games anymore. Like, if anybody feels like, you know, some kind of interest, like, you're going to have to come up to me. Like, it's not going to be the other way around, because I find being alone, I get to do what I want, go where I want, talk how I want, eat what I want. And I don't need I mean, it does kind of suck, because, you know, you do kind of want someone to be there to be able to experience things with. But in my line of work, it just never presented itself. If anybody else has had any similar experiences, just let me know in the comments. Hope you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.